Still with the dribble. He'll go down the right. Stolen away by Glasper. Little pull up from the free throw line. Good. Landon Glasper with the free throw line jump shot.
Glasper looked to his left and to his right before he took that shot. You know, he gets a lot of shots up, but he's a really generous teammate. He was looking to pass that, and then he took what came to him.
Steal. He'll go down the lane. Ball knocked away. Gaines comes away. He'll leave it for Haney. Ahead to Whitty. Oh, I'm sorry, Simpson. And the ball is going to be, they're going to get a foul on the Mavericks of Southside. Xander Nagley.
That was a tough call. Mason Simpson's a really good shooter. You like to see him start that off, get a little success at the line, build your confidence. Next time you get an open look at a three, I bet you knock it down.
The sophomore hits the first of his two-shot attempts. Simpson set for the second attempt. He eyes it. He skies it. He buys it. Nagley. Down in the corner, pull him. He'll drive down. Little scoop shot up off the backboard. Good. Pull him with the stolen away by Lloyd. Ahead. Stolen away by Whitty. Oh, and it's going to be a backcourt on Fayetteville. A little hectic right there.
Whitty's telling the coaches he thought he was straddling the line when he caught it. He realized that would have been a backcourt. He thought he was over the line. It's a huge, there's some artwork out on the middle of the floor. It's really hard to tell where the center court line is.
Absolutely.
For most of it.
Nice facility here.
Beautiful.
For the Mavericks from Southside. Nagley on the left side. Ball knocked away, stolen by Gaines. What? No trip. Nagley will retrieve it. He'll get away, it looks like, with a double dribble as well. Nagley, out high. Still driving. Whoa, spin no good. And pull him on the stick back. 9-9. Off right side to Glasper.
You know, Southside typically known for their zone and their man-to-man. They've been man-to-man most of the game.
Still with the basketball for Southside. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with Southside as Sawyer Keith and Jack Earp will check in, replacing. Also, Desmond Gray replacing Sims, Gaines, and Haney. Pull him with the basketball. He'll go down the left side. And they're going to pull him on the charge.
Really great position by Sawyer Keith. Sawyer saw that drive developing pretty early. That was a help side charge.
Glasper. He'll bring it across the timeline. He'll pull up for three. No good. And it's off. Lloyd will come away with it. Gives it to Nagel. Nagel down the right side. Ball stolen by Whitty. He'll leave it for Earp. Ahead to Gray. Desmond in the paint. Nice step through move up. No good. Rebound. Earp. Back to Gray.
Well, Gray had it landed for a second.
Oh, didn't he? Earp on the right side. Jack. Little floater. No good. Rebound. Keith. And he's going to be fouled by Lloyd.
The meat hook. Got that arm in there and pulled Sawyer's arm off the ball.
Right.
Offensive rebounding is something that you can set your mind to, and when your offense isn't happening, it can give you so many more possessions. Each of those extra possessions is really what the game's about.
Keith gets it inbound to Whitty. Graham will leave it off to Glasper. Glasper on the right wing. Being guarded by Pullum. Yeah. To Gray, over on the left side to Keith. Whitty. To Earp. To Gray. Left side. Out high, Whitty down low, Gray, ball knocked away. Whitty gets it for Fayetteville.
4 to shoot.
Keith for the triple. Good! Sawyer Keith Threes, please.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to work for 34 seconds and have a three hit on.
Right. It's going to be a jump ball. The ball's going to stay with the Mavericks of Southside. Checking into the ball game for Fayetteville, Jayden Haney. Ornette Gaines replacing Graham Whitty and Landon Glasper. Inbound out to Lloyd.
Should be dead.
Oh. Steal.
A little bit of a
Off
double
the backboard, no good. Irk with the rebound.
Good defense by Desmond Gray right there.
Jack's going to go down the lane with a little flip up. No good. Rebound comes to Southside. Ahead to Pullum. He'll go down the lane. Blocked by Gaines. Oh, they're going to get a blocking foul on Ornette Gaines.
Man, that's one of those. Gaines got a whole lot of ball on that. The shooter went to the ground, and sometimes it's hard for an official just to hold the whistle. You know, you see that happen, you assume that there was contact. Hey, I probably look at things a little biased out there too. I didn't think there was any contact, but you certainly don't want Gaines to pick up any extra fouls. He's the guy's a special player.
Second one is up and good. So he gets one of two, makes it 12-10 Fayetteville. Haney, he'll go down the lane, go up with it, no good, and he's going to be fouled. I believe they're going to get Dimitri Lloyd with his second personal foul.
He got him with a little chip block.
For the most part, this officials crew in tonight's ball games are pretty much letting both teams play a little bit.
Yeah, these are experienced guys. I've seen Justin and this crew ref 50 games. They know what they're doing. They're not going to always get them right, but I think in general they like to keep a good flow in the game.
Haney misses the first one. Levi Steele will check in for Dimitri Lloyd of the Mavericks. Second one by Haney is no good. Also, Nagler will come away with it. He'll leave it for Pullum. Fayetteville in a man-to-man. 1:32 to go here in the first period. Pullum, he'll get it. Off the backboard, good. Kai Cole stolen away by Nagel. Over. Jumper, no good. Rebound comes to Haney. He'll push the tempo. Leave it for Keith. Back to Haney. He'll back it out. Right side over Keith. Keith. Gaines for the three. In and out. Rebound comes to Coles. He'll leave it for Pullum. Behind the back. Little Hezzy. Still with the dribble. He'll leave it for Nagel on the right wing. Nagel will bring it back out. Swing it over to Steele. Steele on the drive. Ball knocked away. Loose. We'll retrieve. Pullum. Back to Steele. He's going to lose it. Gray will come out of there with the basketball for Fayetteville. He'll go all the way up. Layup good. Desmond Gray with the coast to coast.
And that move is what I would call deliberate. It was not a fast move, but he stayed under control the whole time and took what the defender gave him.
Right.
Pretty good move by Gray.
I believe Steele was the injured Maverick taken out of the ball game.
I think he turned his ankle a little bit on that move, and he might have stepped on the defender's foot.
Replacing Evan Chance will replace Steele. Pullum.
Vollmer in the game for the first time. Got his hand on a ball.
Oh! Desmond Gray will be charged with the personal foul.
So Vollmer tipped the ball, the pass, and the pass was going to Gray's man, and Gray bodied him up a little bit. That's where he got that call.
Pullum looking to inbound. He'll get it to Chance, back to Pullum. Little short corner jumper. Chance with the rebound. Stolen away by Haney, and he's going to go all the way for the easy layup at the buzzer. So at the end of the first period, the Fayetteville Bulldogs lead it here at Maverick Arena. Over the Southside Mavericks, 16-12. And Derek, when you look at that first period. What was some of your key points in that sequence?
Well, the thing that stuck out to me was Fayetteville played 9 players. And Brad doesn't always go deep into his bench.
Right.
So a lot of guys got some looks. A lot of guys made things happen when they were out there. You saw Desmond Gray with a nice deliberate bucket. And then there were a couple of plays by Southside that I know have Coach Adams losing his mind. You're 12 to 14 down 2. You drive and commit the cardinal sin of turning around and passing back out of the lane without looking and knowing where the defense is. Haney gets a wide open layup down there at the buzzer. Big difference between the opportunity to go in tied and down 4.
Fayetteville will have the basketball to start the second period. They lead it 16 to 12. We're here live on the campus of Fort Smith Southside and Fort Smith, Arkansas at Maverick Arena, the brand new Maverick Arena.
Man, it's a great looking facility.
Yes, it is. Big time. Inbound in the backcourt to Haney. Right side, Glasper. Back to Gaines. Down in the corner. Simpson for the 3. Good! Mason Simpson. Threes, please.
Pat, rewind the tape to when I said if he knocks down both free throws, he's going to make his next 3.
Yes, you did. Put him with the basketball. He'll go on the right side.
That's a walk.
And he's going to be called for the extra step. Ball will go over to the Bulldogs. Up 19-12.
Drove in on the defender, and the defender stayed calm, cool, and collected.
Haney. Jayden. He'll get it to Mason for the 3. Good! Mason Simpson. Threes, please. Mason's been in a shooting slump the last couple of games. You kind of love to see this young man get into a rhythm and get that shot going.
Man, he's long, and he's got a nice high release. If he's hitting, that's a weapon that a lot of people in this conference aren't going to be able to match up with. Not when you have to focus on Gaines and Glasper. Him hitting changes that whole team.
I tell you what, at halftime, we're going to have the winning girls coach, Rick Rimmer, will be joining us here at tableside. You can see. We weren't able to show you the live stream of the girls, but when we come back, you will see the winning coach in person, in the flesh, live here at Maverick Arena. We'll be joined by a couple players of the game. Running back might be one of them, you think?
Tough to have a player of the game without Winter being involved.
Steele inbounds it to Nagel. Back to Steele. Fayetteville in a little 1-2-2 full court pressure. Looks like he got away with a little drive. Ball knocked away. Gaines with the steal. He'll get it to Simpson. Off the iron, no good. Up high. Steele with the rebound. Woo! Looks like they're dragging it. Over to Nagel. Steele with the basketball. Ball almost knocked away. Chance with the stolen. As Whitty's going to leave it off for Gaines. Right side. Off. Over to Haney on the left wing. Being guarded by Nagel. Over to Gaines. Oh, nice in there. Left corner. Three-pointer by Glasper. No good. Rebound comes to Whitty. He'll get it to back to Glasper for the floater.
There's Whitty getting one of those extra possessions.
Mr. Bacon Soda.
That's right. The game is really about points per possession or possessions total. That's what it really boils down to. Every time you get one of those.
Rebound comes to Gaines. He'll get it ahead to Haney on the left side. Jayden's going to go all the way up with the left hand. Good! And one opportunity for Jayden Haney. Great move, power move, I should say, with the left hand by the sophomore. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. He put his body between the defender and the ball, and he's got a great body. Good physical. I mean, he does not look like a sophomore point guard.
If Haney can continuously get to that 8, 8, and 7 and get to the line and shoot about 8 or 9 free throws a game, that's going to be big for this Fayetteville basketball team going forward.
Man, he's got a bright future.
Haney completes the and one. 27-12 Bulldogs. 1:53 to go in the half. Over to Pullum. Back to Steele. He'll get it across the timeline. Off to Chance. Over to Nagel. I'm sorry, Roper. He'll get it to Pullum. He'll go down the left side. Blocked by Whitney. He'll get it to Gaines. Ahead to Simpson. Simpson on the move. And they're going to get Mason on the charge. What do you think about that, Derek? Was that a legitimate charge call? I thought there was a little movement by the defensive player.
Man, I think he played it so early that he really gave Simpson the opportunity to change his course, and he didn't, and I think the official rewarded the anticipation.
Good point.
You can technically be moving on a charge. Look, the ball don't lie, evidently.
And the ball's going to be turned over. It's going to go to Fayetteville. I tell you what, Southside has had some problems with this 2-2-1 mid-quarter pressure that Fayetteville's on out.
Pressure. Interesting. I talked to Coach Stamps before this game, and he said Southside's known for their three-quarter court pressure and their zone, and Fayetteville's been the one in three-quarter court pressure, and Southside's been playing a man.
Haney, he'll go down the lane, ball knocked away, and they're going to get Steele on the contact. A little pushing going on.
Official gets between them a little bit. There was Haney swung the ball through a little bit, probably got a little contact with the face of the defender. That makes tempers flare.
Dimitri Lloyd checks in for Southside, replacing Steele. Nice inbound play, missed the layup. Chance comes away with it. He'll leave it for Pullum.
Whitney needed to be back about 40 yards with the clock expiring. That's when he comes through in the clutch.
Williamson, he'll go down the lane to Chance. Off the backboard, good. Ball knocked away. He's going to stay with Fayetteville. Dimitri Lloyd, nice hustle play by the senior.
Yeah, you love to see your kids.
But I guess when you're a football player, that didn't hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of, that's a little Caden Turner action right there. Remember last year, Caden was the first guy to get on the floor.
Absolutely. Glasper off the Gaines for the three. Ornette off the iron, and it's going to bounce over the top or go over the south side. Man, 4:36 to go.
Every shot that Gaines takes, I think, is going in.
Right.
Just so cool and calm, and his pace is so great. He's never out of control. Unbelievable for a sophomore.
Right. Pull him. Step through. Left hand, no good. They're going to get Graham Whitty. Nope. Looks like this. I believe they're going to get Simpson. Mason Simpson. His second. The 5th team foul on the Bulldog. As Simpson will check out, being replaced by Sawyer Keith. Inbound to Chance right at the rim. Good. Little missed assignment there by the Bulldog.
Yeah, you see Coach Stamp shaking his head. You know they worked on that play, knew it was coming.
Right.
And when it still gets you, boy, that's frustrating.
Right side to Keith. Sawyer with the basketball. He'll get it back to Haney. Haney at the top of the key. Down low to Gaines. Ornette right at the rim for the easy deuce.
Cool.
Haney recognized that matchup right there, yo.
Well, what Haney what Ornette did was get his guy up higher in the post than he should be, and then he pins him looking for the lob. And great recognition by the guard.
Fayetteville with the basketball following the turnover. Gaines, another one at the rim. Nice inbound play. 2 easy bunnies for Ornette Gaines.
They don't have an answer for Gaines. That guy's cooler than the other side of the pillow. Rest in power, Stu Scott.
Lloyd down in the corner to Chance. Back. Ball knocked away. Lloyd to Chance on the right side. He'll shoot the little short jumper. No good. Haney with the rebound. He'll push it. Off the backboard. Good. Jayden Haney with the coast-to-coast layup.
33-16. Remember, it was 12-14 on that turnover right before the buzzer.
Right.
At the end of the first quarter.
Turnover will be off of Southside. Ball will go over to Fayetteville, and looks like Coach Adams is trying to get some clarification from Mr. Lonnie Devens on the call.
This little 21-point run for the 21-4 run for Fayetteville.
There's going to be a timeout on the court by the Mavericks of Southside. I believe a 30-second timeout.
It's a real perilous sort of part of the game for Coach Adams.
Right.
This is a situation you're down 33-16. Fayetteville obviously has a little bit better roster.
Right.
And so how do you get your guys to hold on to the rope? How do you get them to stick with it? And at this point, this is when you got to find your captain, and you got to expect your captain to set the tone.
Right. As both teams will break the huddle. Fayetteville inbounds the basketball. Nigel Armstrong into the basketball game, as is Brylan Sims for the Bulldogs. Keith to Sims. Off to Irk. Oh, and ball stolen away by Williamson. Oh, I'm sorry, Pullum. He'll back it out, guard it out. Over to.
But a new player in the game.
Oh. He'll go down the right side, and it looks like it's going to be a foul call. I believe they're going to get Irk on the hit. Going to be on the floor, no shots. Pullum will inbound the basketball under the Southside Maverick goal. 2:41 to go. Inbound to Hall. Back to Pullum. Right side, he'll get in the right corner to Hall. Hall drives the baseline. He'll look to kick it back out. Struck on the baseline. Williamson, ball knocked away. Armstrong with the hustle. They're going to get Gaines on the foul.
Little cheapy on Gaines right there. And as a coach, you don't want your guy to get a foul 21 feet from the basket.
Right.
And when you got them sort of scrambling as it is.
Right. If you're watching tonight's broadcast on the Hero Media, hey, make a comment. Let us know where you're watching the game from, and, interact with us. Tell us what you're seeing in this 6A West Conference matchup.
Hey, get a sports cliche you want me to work into the game. I'm down.
First free throw was good by Hall. Aaron Hall at the line. Second one is up. It's from our no good. Gray comes away with it. He'll leave it for Armstrong. And the ball be knocked out of bounds.
Well, Armstrong.
Quite a long pass to make.
Making a long pass for no real reason. It's just trust your handle and get down the court.
Right.
Get the offense started from where you need to get it started.
Irk set to inbound the basketball for Fayetteville. They'll get it in to Armstrong. To Keith on the curl. Oh, and they're going to get Sawyer for a little extra step.
I'm not sure he walked. But
I don't think he did.
It was awkward enough that they thought, something must have happened.
33-17 Fayetteville. 2:12 to go in the half. Pullum with the basketball, and they're going to get Armstrong with the little contact. Oh. It'll go red in a minute. At the line, Khalid Pullum.
Missed his first one, trying to redeem himself, went 0 for 2.
Hits the back iron.
Down 15, go 0 for 2 from the line. Tough.
Armstrong with the basketball. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Irk. He'll get it to Keith. Right on the left wing to Armstrong. To Gray. Over to Sims. Brylan. He'll spin back. Ball loose. Gray will get it, and he's going to be fouled. Let's see who they're going to get that
like
call on.
Aaron Hall looked like he grabbed
Mr.
him
Hall
by the face
did it.
as he fell.
Aaron Hall, isn't that part of Gap Baby? Or is that Guy?
Probably after 7.
Sawyer Keith and Desmond Gray will check out of the ball game. Haney. I'm sorry, Sims will check out. Haney, Simpson, and Glasper check into the game for Fayetteville. Pulling with the basketball. Right side. He'll skip it over to Hall in the corner. Lloyd. Down to Cole. Hall. Lloyd at the free throw line. He'll drive down the lane. He'll flip it up, no good. Haney with the basketball. In the right corner, Glasper for the triple. Good! Landon Glasper. Threes, please.
Great look by Haney.
Absolutely.
Glasper just shoots with such confidence. He can get that. It's not in his hands for half a second before it goes up.
Yoke, the sophomore point guard, Mr. Haney from Fayetteville, the game slows down more and more. I continue to be impressed with every outing from that young man.
Yeah, he's a really good player, physically gifted, and seems to be understanding the game.
Simpson off the back iron.
He's 2 for 4 from 3 now.
Lloyd, good. And Fayette.
Simpson fell a little awkwardly, and they want to check him out, make sure he's all right. This is kind of one of those falls that looks like it you could have got hurt on, but I think the only thing hurt was his pride.
Right.
Like he might have stepped in some motor oil down there.
30.7 seconds to go in the half. Dogs up 14, 36-22. They have the basketball. It's Sawyer Keith is set to inbound.
If you're Coach Adams, you're happy you've kept it to this. It was 15 a while ago and really escalating, getting out of hand, and Fayetteville kind of let off the gas a little bit on offense.
Haney, top of the key, 20 seconds. Shot clock is off. Haney being guarded out high by Hall.
9 seconds.
7. Haney. Nice cut by Simpson. Layup good in the block. Mason Simpson will draw the foul and a chance to go to the line for the end one. But talk about the pass from Jayden Haney to see. I mean, that window was real small, yo.
Yeah, you know, Haney made I thought, a mistake picking up his dribble when he did. But he didn't panic.
Right.
And he waited for, then you got to hope that Simpson makes the cut. Simpson does his part as a teammate. A lot of times people look at the guy stuck with the ball, and really it's not his fault anymore. It's, at that point, it's up to the teammates to either get to him or to lose their man.
Here momentarily, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have our coach, Vic Rimmer, and the 2 players of the game for the Lady Bulldogs. You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Hill Media TV.
You got it. I wasn't here. I don't know what happened.
BBC Network.
Crashing the glass. Got it? Communicate, run the floor. Here we go. The volleyball line, it's about focus. It's about coming out here and doing what we ask you to do. I hear some of you coaching, but I don't feel like that's the difference between being able to play varsity basketball someday is being able to listen and do exactly what we ask you to do. Notice I stopped the whole practice for that one thing.
Orthodontics. Here at Storms Orthodontics, we're proud to be able to sponsor the Fayetteville Bulldogs for this upcoming season. We wish you guys the best of luck. Have a safe and happy and healthy football season. Go Dogs. Good luck, boys.
Perfect.
Lindsay & Associates started in 1973. This is our 48th year in real estate in Northwest Arkansas. We have 2 locations, one in Fayetteville and one in Rogers. And we are here to serve the people of our community. And as my dad always said, at Lindsay & Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it. Welcome back to Maverick Arena on the campus of Fort Smith Southside in Fort Smith, Arkansas, and I'm joined by one of my players of the game. In the game before, the Fayetteville Bulldogs took the girls' game 61-39. I'm joined by freshman point guard Whitney Brown. What's up, Whit?
Hey.
Whitney, freshman year in varsity basketball. I mean, what's the biggest difference that you're having to kind of adjust to on the fly? Because this is on the fly.
Definitely pace. Oh man, that is a pain in my butt. Pace. That getting faster and having to speed up. That's where it is.
What has Coach Rimmer helped you with the most? I mean, he's been real high on you. Me and him talked before the season started that you would be the freshman point guard on this varsity team. But I mean, what does that mean to you to have the head coach believe in you so much that he gives you that start on the varsity?
It just gives me confidence, ever since COVID, my game's been okay, but I missed that confidence, and just knowing that he believes in me to take that position and to run his team, man, that gives me the most confidence in the world. It means so much, and the fact that he gets in my butt and yells at me, that's just amazing. So.
To have winner back, Lauren Lindsay, and also Jayla Johnson, three teammates that played varsity that kind of know how it goes. I mean, to be able to lean on those 3 ladies, how big is that for you?
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, they get in my butt too, but I know that they're going to score the ball. I know that if I get in a bind, I can turn around, pass them, and they'll shoot it, they'll make it, or they'll rebound and get another make. It's just a bunch of trust, a whole bunch of trust.
Now, for those that hadn't seen Whitney Brown, the freshman, play, describe your game to the viewers that may not have gotten a chance to watch you play.
My game is to try to leave an impact wherever it is. If it's on defense, if it's passing, if it's scoring, it's just whatever I can do. If it's just talking that night, just leaving an impact in whatever I do on the floor.
Now you guys go home 7-9, 2-1 in the conference. Get prepared for that big time matchup. I don't say that team's name. The team up north, the Bentonville. I don't say their last name. But what's going to be the preparation, Whitney, heading in on Wednesday night, Thursday, leading into the game on Friday in the Dog Pound?
Defense. I mean, we can always score. We're a good scoring team. We haven't been able to find that, but defense is where defense wins games. So if our defense can be up to that level, I think we can win.
Well, congratulations on being awarded player of the game.
Thank you.
Hey, the freshman, you're going to see a lot of this young lady. That's Whitney Brown here on the halftime show. Now I'll be joined here now by Winner Beck once again. Y'all may get tired of seeing her, but if she going to ball, you're going to have to look at her. It's cold outside, but it's winter season inside. Winter. What a game. I mean, what went into the attacking of the basket? Because it seemed like every time I looked up, you were right at the rim for an easy deuce.
I was just ringing out. Well, I was just trying to get steals off the off ball. That's what I did, so I could get to the goal easily.
You guys were active defensively tonight. You guys threw that little three-quarter court press on the Lady Mavericks, and it just seemed like that just really got you guys going. Is that something y'all worked on in practice all week?
Yeah, we did. We had to basically just something we could do different from coming back from our loss from Rogers. So that definitely worked today. We're just going to keep using it.
What was the message after that game at home on Friday versus Rogers? How were you guys able to come back and bounce back so quickly?
Well, Coach Rummer told us every game is a goldfish, just to forget about it and just go on to the next. And we had a lot of things that we had to learn, so in practice, that's what we did, just learned it. Then came in this game, just used the skills that we did, learn, and it worked.
You've been in the flow in the early part of this conference season. What do you attribute that to? Because, I mean, like, you've just been in an offensive rhythm in the early going. I mean, what is that? What's causing that?
Well, it's just something that it's my role. I just have to at least score to help my team win. Just talk to them, play defense, do everything I can do.
You write this in our 1201 when you wake up tomorrow, preparation for that big one against that team up north.
Yeah.
We can't say their name, but what's going to be the message practice Wednesday and Thursday to get ready for that team up north to come to the Dog Pound on Friday?
Practice hard. You just got to have a hard, good practice. Just practice like we're playing, and then however our practice goes, how the game's going to go.
Well, I'm telling you, Mama, there she goes again. This is week 2. We'll have week 3, week 4. But, hey, great effort from Winter Beck. 20-plus point night, was the leader of this basketball team in their 61-39 victory tonight here at Maverick Arena. Great game, Winter.
Thank
you.
You.
I'm telling you, it's cold outside, but it's winter season in the gym. Hey, we'll be right back. You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Hill Media TV. Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel that's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it.
Lindsay & Associates started in 1973. This is our 48th year in real estate in Northwest Arkansas. We have 2 locations, one in Fayetteville and one in Rogers. And we are here to serve the people of our community. And as my dad always said, at Lindsay & Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
Hello, Northwest Arkansas. I am Darren Storms with Storms Orthodontics. Here at Storms Orthodontics, we're proud to be able to sponsor the Fayetteville Bulldogs for this upcoming season. We wish you guys the best of luck. Have a safe and happy and healthy football season. Go Dogs. Good luck, boys.
Perfect. Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel that's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it. To Maverick Arena. For the start of the 3rd period, Southside will have the basketball. Steele set to inbound in the backcourt to Pullum. He'll bring it across the timeline. Ball lost, and it is going to go over to Fayetteville.
Well,
Good hedging defense by
great
Whitney.
job. Whitney moved his feet over in front of him and caused the guard to dribble it off his knee.
Inbound to Haney. He'll bring it into the front court. Left side. Glasper for triple. No good. Loose ball. And it's going to be off of Fayetteville. We'll go over to Southside.
Glasper with a heat check coming right out of the locker room. He must have felt good about his halftime warm-ups.
He's such a scorer, yo. You have to kind of just live with some of those shot attempts.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lloyd, backdoor cut, ball loose. Fulham will come away with it. Steal. Little drive. Kicks it to Nagel. Nagel with the little short jumper. Up high for the rebound. Haney. Jayden's going to push it. He'll go down the level. Ooh, and Fulham's going to get called for the reach. Haney's pace tonight is really accelerated.
Yeah, he's in charge. He's aggressive, and whenever there's an opening, he's taking it.
Right. Fulham will check out. Inbound to Simpson. Nice move inside, and he's going to be fouled as they're going to get Nagel.
Nagel might have fouled him with his nose. He's frustrated, and right now what you see is Nagel getting on to his teammates a little bit.
Right.
On the last offensive possession, there were a couple of times that Nagel was wide open from three, didn't get the pass. You could see him getting frustrated. Here he comes on help side defense. Not a great effort on the front side. He picks up the foul and an elbow to the nose, and he is not in the best mood right now.
I believe Simpson hit both free throw attempts.
Nagel's got a little bit of a bloody nose. They're going to go down and take a look at it. He checks out of the ball game.
39-22.
Hall's back
Hall with the basketball. To steal. Over to Hall. For the jumper, no good. Loose ball, and it's going to be off of Southside. Will go over to Fayetteville.
Mason Simpson and Haney both doing a great job of keeping that rebound alive. Neither of them could get both hands on it. They kept it alive long enough for Southside to knock it out of bounds.
6:20. 2 to go. Gaines at the top of the key. Ornette. He'll get it in the corner to Glasper. Glasper knocked away, and he's going to get fouled by, I believe that's going to be Hall.
That's 3 fouls already.
Lopez Fulbright. I'm sorry. He had a great hit. He's a good wide receiver for the Southside football team. I think he had a couple touchdowns against the Bulldogs. Glasper, top of the key.
Well, he wanted to shoot that one, didn't
he did. Still with the dribble. He'll get it to Gaines. Over on the right side to Haney. Skip over. 3-point attempt by Mason. No good. Glasper gets the loose ball up and good on the inside move for 2.
Great head fake. You get in there amongst the trees. You gotta do what you can to keep your shot from getting thrown into the bleachers.
Lloyd will drive the baseline. He'll kick it to Hall. And they're going to get Hall on the travel.
Pivot foot shifted a pretty good bit on his pump fake.
Yes, it was. Inbound comes to Haney. He'll get it across to Glasper. Glasper, go down the lane. He'll flip it up, no good. And they're going to get a jump ball. It's going to stay with Fayetteville. Good wherewithal for Landon to be able to try to rebound with that basketball.
That may be an old one. We're working to try to get with technology to get it to work.
Haney. Glasper on the little spin. Shot up. Rolls around good. Landon Glasper. Ball stolen away by Whitty. Ahead to Glasper. Stolen. Hall comes away with it. And he'll go up with the nice easy layup. Haney. Back for Fayetteville. He's going to go down the lane. Nice flip up. And he's going to draw the foul on Dimitri Lloyd. That's going to be Lloyd's third. Great heads up by the freshman to understand he had numbers, takes the ball straight down the court and draws the foul on the big fella. His third personal on Dimitri Lloyd. At the line for the Bulldogs, Jayden Haney. First one is up, no good. It's the front iron. He's going to be shooting quite a bit. Second one is good. Haney makes 1 of 2. Score 44-24 Bulldogs. Steal, ball blocked, and they're going to get the foul on Graham Whitty.
Whitty gives him a
Thought he blocked it with his elbow.
Yeah, he knows he got that one.
Levi Steele will be at the line for 2 shots for the Mavericks of Southside.
And I'll be honest with you, Pat. I got away with some fouls in my day, too. I got robbed on something they called on me.
I had the fastest hands in Northwest Arkansas. Steele's second one is good. So he gets 1 of 2 to make the score 44-25. Ornette with the flip up. Good. Nice. Mid-range stolen by Glasper. Up with the layup. Good. Nice heads up by the senior. Whoa, with the Euro block by Gaines. Whitty will come away with it. He'll give it to Haney. Haney will go down, ball stolen away. Whitty with the trail and the stick back. Ahead to Hall. Lloyd down low. They're going to get Glasper with the reach in. I think that'll be the first personal on Glasper. No, that's his second team foul on Fayetteville with 4:35 to go in the third period. Score Fayetteville leading it 50-25. Inbound to Hall. He'll reverse it, almost get it to Lopez. Jump shot by Hall, rims around, no good. Rebound comes to Gaines. Ahead to Whitty. Whitty up good off the backboard. Nice transition. Gaines to Whitty, post to post. Lopez Fulbright. Corner down to Lloyd. Lloyd on the drive. He'll go up with the short jumper. No good. Rebound comes to Simpson. Simpson ahead the game. Alley-oop. Oh, what a dunk! Ornette Gaines! Mama, there goes that man.
You know, even that dunk was under control, and it was a great pass by Glasper. The dunk was between 2 defenders. Everybody knew the alley-oop was coming, and he still got it to go. And Ornette Gaines is just a phenomenal player. He reminds me a little bit of Joe Johnson.
Right.
I don't know that he's got he's all the way that's type of guard talent Joe was, but he plays at such a pace,
right,
and he does everything. He doesn't force it. You watched it tonight. There's been several times that he's gotten the ball and had an opportunity to try to force it,
right,
but has kicked it to open teammates. He hasn't forced a 3. He shoots a high percentage from the floor, and it's because he only takes shots that he knows he's got a really good opportunity to make. Very efficient player.
54-25 Fayetteville. Big lead here in the third period.
Glasper's asking the TV crew for Southside to get a replay of that on the big screen. They got a drop-down, 4-sided big screen here, just like you're at
nice.
Bud Walton Arena. Really, really nice. And these guys
get a view of that screen.
These guys wanted to see that play on the big screen.
Inbound comes to Pullum. He'll bring it across in the front court off to Lloyd. Lloyd down the right side. He'll go up with the layup. No good. Gaines with the rebound. He'll get it to Haney. Haney. He'll step up with the off the rim. Oh, good! Jayden Haney with the nice move in the end one opportunity. He's been really good at that tonight. Been really aggressive. Not settling for the jumper yoke, but he's getting to the rack and drawing fouls and with chances to get in one.
Yeah, I think he's got a dozen points now, and that was a great example of using his body, keeping the ball away from the defender by putting those big shoulders into him.
56-25 Fayetteville. And the ball will go over to Fayetteville on the turnover as a fresh 5 will be in. Armstrong, Keith, Gray, Sims, and Irk.
31-point lead now.
Whoa. Ahead to Sims. Down in the corner to Irk. Back out high to Sawyer. Keith over to Armstrong. Gets Gray on the curl. He'll kick it to the corner for Sims. Sims gets it down to Erk. Back to Gray. Armstrong. 8 on the shot clock. Nigel on the drive. He'll kick it. Erk for the triple. Good! Jack Erk. Threes, please.
You want to see good things happen for Jack. I think he's pressed a little bit this year. He's felt, I feel like watching that he's felt like the playing time is not where it was last year. You got a guy like Haney that comes in, and I think I've seen Jack sort of pressing a little bit.
Absolutely.
And he's made a couple of turnovers that are uncharacteristic. What he brought to the table last year was that he never turned the ball over.
Right.
He was the guy you could trust the most with it, and he's going to be that guy again. He just needs to get comfortable in the role that he's in. I think he probably came into the year expecting a little bit bigger.
I think Jack was a little banged up in the offseason with a little shoulder issue. Here recently was able to get back into the lineup. Thought last Tuesday night at Bentonville West, his worth on this basketball team and that experience showed really big in that ball game, as did, in the Friday ball game. He just has a knack, maybe not the biggest yoke, but one of the biggest hearts on this team. And is willing to do whatever it takes to get his team the dub.
He's a great leader. He plays big. He's tough. He does the right thing on the court all the time. And you like to see him hit that big three right there, maybe get his confidence going a little bit. That becomes one more weapon.
Right. Ball knocked out of bounds by Sims. It'll stay with Southside. Lloyd set to inbound right in from the Maverick bench. He'll get it in to pull him. Fayetteville in a man-to-man. Over to Nagel. Nagel picks it up. He'll get it to Hall. Pull him on the right side. He'll drive the lane. Little mid-range jumper. Good! Kalik Pullum with the nice jumper. Erk. Back out top of the key to Armstrong. We'll leave it for Sims. Sims goes down the lane. Ball knocked away, stolen. Pullum will come out of there with it. He'll do the Euro ball knocked in. They're going to get Sawyer Keith on the foul.
Yeah, pretty good play by Pullum. He's their best player. He's pretty tough on offense. And right there, I don't think he went up to make that shot. I think he went up there to make sure that he got a trip to the line.
Pullum used to live in Springdale. Kid went to Central Junior High.
No kidding.
And I think then ended up transferring here maybe this year. I think this is his first year at Southside. So we did the game here last year. He wasn't on the roster. So
yeah, he can play a little bit.
Yes, he can. No good. Erk comes away with the rebound. Loose ball. Still a fight for it. And it's going to stay with Southside as they're going to call a jump ball.
Erk, not afraid to tangle down there. Doesn't matter how big you are. He's going to go down there. And
most of the time on a basketball court, if there's a melee going on, Jack Erk is involved.
Yeah. Yeah, he'd go to battle with me any day.
Trying to get it inbounds, get it to Nagel. Nagel trying to drive. He'll go down the right side, flip up the layup. Good with the underhand scoop. Armstrong. Nigel's going to push the pace. He'll get it to Desmond. Deep three by Keith. No good. Ball is going to be out of bounds to Southside. Maybe not a good shot by the senior. But
no, you're stepping into it.
You have to live with those.
You hit your last three. Think this one's going to go. Look, the game's a game of metrics now, and everybody knows that a guy shooting 33% from three is as good as shooting 50% from
absolutely.
Two. So you're going to take some bad shots.
Stolen away by Keith. Keith with the basketball.
But they're not bad shots. You're going to take some longer shots than you to get used to.
And they're going to get Sawyer on the travel.
Man, that would have been good on the and one.
Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have. He's just pushing the pace.
That's what the kids call a finishing move.
Pullum will get it over into the front court. Being trapped, and they're going to get a jump ball. It'll go over to Fayetteville. Guess who calls the jump ball?
Jack Erk.
The little engine that could.
Yeah, Jack's playing with a lot of confidence right now.
Right.
This is last year's Jack.
Armstrong. He'll come across the half-court line. Less under a minute here left in the third period. Nice bounce pass by Erk. Ball stolen. Loose ball. Fight for it. Nagel will come out of there with it. He'll get it to Lloyd down the lane. Good. Armstrong ahead to Keith. Sawyer. Good with the right hand. Nice move by Sawyer Keith.
Yeah, the lefty going with his offhand right there. A little bit of contact, too. Really nice play.
And ball almost stolen away. Nagel. He'll flip it to Hall. Hall with the jumper. No good. Keith will come out. Erk will come out there with it. Littlest guy on the court. And Lloyd is going to get the foul call.
Did you see who Erk was boxing out on that play?
Yes, the big defensive end. Dimitri Lloyd. And mind you, that is an all-state defensive lineman here at Southside that
Erk ended up on him, and the shot went up, and he turned around and backed into him, boxed him out, and got the rebound. And then he got the foul.
Right. Armstrong, 8 on the ball, stolen away by Nagel, and they're going to get Armstrong with the foul. Nigel's got to learn. That's an experienced young man in Nagel. You can't just leave the ball out there. He'll take it from you.
Nagley's a pretty good player, too. He's got good hands. He's been frustrated this game, but he can play.
Inbound comes to Nagel. He'll step through off the backboard. No good. And let's see who they're going to get the foul on. I think they're going to get Brylan Sims for the foul. At the end of the quarter, we're going to have 2 shots. 61-31 Bulldogs. Xander Nagel at the line for 2 free throws for the Mavericks of Southside.
Stamps is asking, why can't we get our guys down there? They're going to let them line up. There's 0.0 on the clock, but the horn didn't sound.
Wow.
So I guess they're going to stand around. I think if you got that guy shooting, I want everybody out. Makes it feel it's hard shooting with nobody else.
Right, absolutely. Nagel at the line for 2. First one is good.
It's only his 3rd point of the game.
Wow. He's been really active tonight.
He has.
That's kind of surprising. Second one is good.
61-33.
At the end of 3 periods here in Maverick Arena, your Fayetteville Bulldogs are leading it 61-33. And we're going to stay here. It's been all Fayetteville in this ball game. And the thing that you like, though, Fayetteville could have easily come into this ball game in a trap game because they got Bentonville on Friday and kind of just muddied it and kind of got out here with an ugly win. Not the case tonight.
No, they've played well. I talked to Coach Stamps before this game and asked him what stood out about this, about his team, and he said it's a unique makeup of the team. You have 7 sophomores who are contributing and 4 seniors, and it's not always easy without a big junior class that's contributing too. You have a pretty big gap there, and seniors feel like, hey, I've earned it. I'm here. It's my turn, and the sophomores are also earning it with their ability. And Brad's been really impressed with the way that they've started to play for each other. He said earlier in the season this was a little bit of a challenge, and that he's loved how they've grown to play for each other. So I've seen that tonight.
Yes.
You know, you've seen Glasper and Gaines connect for some things. You've seen Erk come out and really lead that second group.
4 sophomores in the game right now. Jackson Berry, Nigel Armstrong, Rex Rusher, and Brylan Sims with Max Vollmer. Lloyd, he'll go inside, and he's going to be bumped by Jackson Berry.
There's no quitting Lloyd. That guy's been playing hard the whole game. He's got 6 points, but I bet he's been on the floor 10 times.
Right. I think we have enough time that we can call our players of the game, you think?
Yeah, I don't think these guys that played in the first half, I think they could take their shoes off.
We'll go with sophomore guard Jayden Haney. And we'll go with, oh, what a pass by Brylan Sims to Jackson Berry, sophomore to sophomore. We're calling them the Sophomore Express, that 7 group of sophomores. So we'll go Jayden Haney. Who else we want to go with, Yo?
I'm not so sure that Irk doesn't deserve a little love for how he led that second group.
Let's go Jack Irk. Let's go Jack Irk. Definitely, Mr. Irk. He's such a great interviewer, a great guy to be. If you're looking for somebody to be a spokesperson or an ambassador for your program, Jack Irk would definitely be right up there at the top of the list.
Yeah, you figure he's going to be a success in
Absolutely.
life, whichever way, whatever he does.
Absolutely. And this group of kids, how fortunate they are, to be able to have Coach Nicky Bradford and Brad Stamps, 2 guys that have had a lot of success as Bulldogs during their playing career. Nice move by the sophomore Jackson Berry.
Well, that's a really nice play.
He's going to be a young man in the future that is going to do some really big things in his career at Fayetteville. Just always seems to be a guy that is always around the basketball when he's on the floor. Nagel, he'll drop down the right side. He'll flip it up, no good, and they're going to get Berry on the body, I believe.
Yeah, Barry's a good-sized kid, long legs.
Right.
Looks like he might still have some growth in him, too. Good size, long arms. Seems like a guy that's got a bright future.
Nagel, first one hits the front iron, no good. 5:55. We do have a running clock as the Dogs are up 30. Nagel, second one is good. 65-36. A.J. Williamson checks in for Nagel, as looks like he's going to be done for the night.
You can't question their effort. They play hard. Just
Fayetteville
really outmanned.
Yoke will host the Bentonville, I say the team up north, you can't really say that name, in a big-time home matchup in the Dog Pound on Friday. And the over-under, Derek, as far as the anticipation when in that gym on Friday night, what do you think it's going to be?
I think it's going to be a really nice, intense crowd. I watched the Rogers game, and I sat in the crowd the other night, and I thought the student section was maybe turned up to about 5.7 out of 10.
Yeah,
like
kind of tamed a little bit.
Effort. I feel like maybe they were kind of saving up.
Right.
And I think you're going to see full-fledged. I recall the last time I saw Bentonville play,
we know that outcome.
we had a little championship on the line.
Think they're going to come in with a little chip, a little added wrong two in that game on Friday?
They definitely want to get back at them.
I want to see how this young Fayetteville team responds at home in such a high matchup, an anticipated ball game each and every year. I mean, you circle Fayetteville, Bentonville, and as it's going to come down to as it has each and every year, Derek, I think you have to protect your home court in this series. It's going to be real big for Fayetteville to protect the Dog Pound.
I think you got 2 matchups you really want to watch during that game. You want to see how well Lee and Glassford go at each other, and I think you want to see Miller and Gaines. Miller and Gaines is Miller's a really long kid.
Yes.
He's going to be the biggest kid Gaines has played this year.
Nice backdoor give and go to Nigel Armstrong. Jackson Berry with the nice pass. Armstrong at the line for the and one. The ball movement also, Derek. This team has kept its head up, made the extra pass, and you can tell during the conference it's really starting to pay dividends.
Oh, yeah. Tonight's game, the only layups that Fayetteville has forced have been on fast breaks.
Right.
In the half court, they've moved the ball until they get better shots.
Right. 67-36 Bulldogs. As we wind down, just a little over 3 minutes in the ball game, and there's going to be a block, I believe on Rex Rusher. His first. Might have took a little knee somewhere else.
Rusher obviously came straight from the barber shop.
Hall at the line for 2 free throw attempts.
Flowing locks.
Yes. The future is on the court for the Fayetteville Bulldogs. Sophomore for sophomore, Brylan Sims will replace Nigel Armstrong.
Yeah, you know, you throw Haney and Gaines in that mix with these kids that are out there, and it's a few years of pretty exciting basketball. 2 more years coming up.
Max Ballmer will get the rebound. He'll go down the lane, flip it up left hand. No good. Rebound comes to Chance. He'll leave it. Head to Hall. Chance. Williamson. He'll get it back to Chance. Hall. Williamson. Ball loose. Sims will come away with the steal. He'll give it to Rusher. Rex will push it ahead. Ahead to Berry. Nice play. Jackson with the end, with the up and under. I'm telling you, Berry's always around and runs the floor really well for a guy his size.
A nice lefty finish there, too.
Stolen away by Rusher. He'll shoot the little floater. Good. Rex Rusher in the scoring column.
What a terrific basketball name, too. Get a guy going named Rex Rusher. That's made for headlines.
Vollmer, Young, Berry, Rusher, and Sims are your 5 Bulldogs. Chance with the basketball over to Roper. Down the Hall. Hall on the drive. Ball stolen away by Rusher. Ahead to Berry. And the deuce! Jackson Berry on the flush. Mama, those babies are hopping. Those dogs bite, Mama. The sophomore, up, and away we go.
Justin loves calling technical fouls. He just teed up the Fayetteville bench for celebrating for their player.
Roper misses the first of the technical foul. Ladies have it, bro. He misses both as they will get the ball side out. Clock running. Once again, we're going to take a real quick break. We'll get down. Keep it here, and then we're going to go down and round up the dogs. Jayden Haney, Jack Irk, and Bryant Stamps will be joining us here tableside for the post-game show. Brought to you by Storms Orthodontics, a proud sponsor of the post-game show. Rex Rusher, he's going to go all the way. Good! Rex Rusher with the power layup. 75-37 Bulldogs. Williamson. Almost stolen away. Knocked away. Sims. He'll come away with it. And that will do it. With the final score, the Bulldogs win it to go to 11-4, 3-0 in the conference. They get it 75-37. We'll take a real quick break, and then we'll be back momentarily with the postgame show. You're watching Bulldog basketball on On the Hill Media TV.
Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it.
Lindsay & Associates started in 1973. This is our 48th year in real estate in Northwest Arkansas. We have 2 locations, one in Fayetteville and one in Rogers. And we are here to serve the people of our community. And as my dad always said, at Lindsay & Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
Hey guys, this is Pat Jenkins of On the Hill Media and voice of Fayetteville High Bulldogs Athletics. Make sure and subscribe to our YouTube channel, that's On the Hill Media. Make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. As we say, let's get it.
No trace.
When you start from the bottom, you're on the dream of the top. Set a goal to succeed and I wouldn't be stopped. Drop they on me, even counting me out. Like I ain't have me no hustle, like I need me some clout. I say if they ain't involved, they don't wanna see you win. Success is the root to a lot of faith. Well, love's a new hate, but why they love to hate? I'm just trying to run me up a bag. Let me be great, say I can never understand how another man can hate another man just because of the man. Had a better plan to become a better man, to survive and provide and take care of his fam. The most slept on from a slept on state. It was eat, greedy, and starve, and I refused to be ate. Said it was eat, greedy, and starve, so I went got me a plate. Said it was eat, greedy, and starve, and that is I got the heart of a champion. Even when they said I couldn't, I still won. Out of all the things I ever had to overcome, it's because I had the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion. Even when they said I couldn't, I still won. Out of all the things I ever had to overcome, it's because I had the heart of a champion. I got the heart. Said it don't matter good or bad, they gon' find a way to hate. But I'ma make them hate me, cause I'm great. When you at the top, they wanna take your place. And then when you're down below, they wanna laugh in your face. But man, put that faith in yourself and believe. Hard work, dedication, watch the blessings receive. It's always that one LeBron that didn't make that league. And it's always that straight A student that didn't get a degree. I'm just saying the plan A don't work, have a plan B. Plan B don't work, and I always got the plan Z. Just hit the uplift spirits, motivate you, chase dreams. Live life to the fullest and prosper by any means. So here's a little message to the you. The realest person you can never ever be is you. Don't let nobody persuade you into thinking different. You a leader, not a follower, and to conquer is the mission. The plus not the mention. Even though you fall, you never fail. Only winners left standing and the strong gon' prevail. So when you feeling down and out and need a shoulder to lean on, pick up your phone, turn the zone and make it see your theme song. I'm a champion. Even when they said I could, I still won. Out of all the things I ever had to overcome, it's because I had the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion. Even when they said I could, I still won. Out of all the things I ever had to overcome, it's because I had the heart of a champion. I got the heart of a champion. Even when they said I could, I still won. Out of all the things I ever had to overcome, it's because I had the heart of a champion. Champion. Even when they said I couldn't, I still won. Out of all the things I ever had to overcome, it's because I had the heart of a champion.
All right, we're here with Jayden Haney, one of the players of the game. Jayden is wanting to get through this interview really quickly because BG's wife made brownies. There's not very many left,
brownies.
And they're amazing. I've been able to benefit from her after-game snacks in the past, and they're amazing. So let's get to it really quickly. Tell me about running the team and being a point guard on a team that has senior leadership already, like a guy like Landon Glasper. How do you do that and manage that sort of taking a leadership role with someone who's got such a dominant personality and dominant game?
It's really fun because he allowed that to happen. He allowed us to merge because he didn't want to play the one either. So me coming in, it helped him and it helped me. and it helped the team as a whole and us together. It's really hard to stop.
So talk a little bit about tonight. You come into a game where you physically have an advantage. How do you make yourself play with focus and effort?
We couldn't play down to our opponent, and we had to focus on playing our best game and not playing down to them and making sure we were perfect in all aspects.
Tell me a little bit about the extra possessions that you get from Grant Whitty.
I love Graham. He's the best. I mean, not hustle, but Graham will go do it for you, and he'll make that extra play. And it's just, he's a great team player. He's a 3-sport athlete and starts in all sports.
I think as a shooter, I like to know that if I shoot, there's a good chance we're going to keep the possession. If I miss it, I shoot with confidence. Do you feel that, having a guy like him that's tipping around all that?
Yeah, because he's just flying around doing everything.
So tell me a little bit about tonight. I thought you did a great job of seeing the court and hitting creases when they were there and not forcing it. So how do you decide, being a sophomore, coming in and is the time for sophomoring over? Are you now consider yourself here?
I consider myself a basketball player, and I had to from the start because, I mean, I knew they were losing 3 great seniors, 3 starters, and I'll take one. I knew that I'd have to come fill that position for them, so I just automatically adapt myself as a basketball player, not my age.
Good. Hey, what was your favorite Christmas present you got to give somebody this Christmas? Not get.
Favorite Christmas present I gave was probably, I gave my grandpa a robe, and I really liked the robe.
I love it.
Cool robe.
Love it. Did he love it?
Yeah.
Good.
And he got like a Christmas, like a vest.
Very
like
nice.
Suit vest.
Nice. Yeah. He's got to coordinate.
Yeah.
He's got to coordinate. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you. Great game. Good job being a court general and blending in with all these guys. A lot of talent around the floor, and I think you're a great facilitator for those. Look forward to watching the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to be joined next by Coach Brad Stamps.
Coach Bradley Stamps.
Brad coming in with the J's on. Brad, not sure if you were able to hear that interview with Jayden. Jayden, I asked him what it was, how you come in and take a leadership position, the point guard position, with a guy like Landon on the team who's established, and how do you come in and do that? I thought he did a great job with it, and I thought his answer was that Landon facilitated that. Landon led that and made this possible for him. Tell me about that dynamic.
And Derek, that's so important. And we knew coming into the season, we knew we had 5. Watched him the last 3 years at his Woodland and then playing for Coach Bogart, and we knew what we had coming in. Just a floor general. I heard you say that a minute ago, and that's what he is. And we had conversations with Landon, and Landon was super excited that all of a sudden it kind of took that off of him where he could be more of a playmaker, a shooting guard, but made me promise that, in some sets we'd get him the ball out top. And so, but Jayden, he's taken that role as a sophomore playing that position. That's not easy. And, the schedule we played wasn't easy. In a non-conference, you could tell he just continued to get better. I think the game slowed down maybe for him a little bit over a course of time, and his body of work now is, when he gets ahead of steam, he's elite, in my opinion, with the ball in his hands, leading the break and transition. We got to kick it, at halftime, Derek, that, Landon's in the corner over here. He beat everybody down the floor, and he's in the corner jumping up and down, and Jayden looks him off, throws a pass right in his hands, and he knocks the 3 down. The conversation in the middle, I said, what was that about? And Jayden said, you don't have to do that. I'm going to find you. And so it's pretty easy for a shooter to just get to your spot and know the ball's going to hit you in your hands.
Well, I thought another interesting play that sort of personifies this team is I saw there was a fast break early in or late in the first quarter where Glasper had a fast break, and it was a 3-on-2. And the whole time that he came down, he looked left, he looked right, he looked left. He kept trying to find the right guy. The defense dared him to take the shot, and he pulled up for a little mid-range shot.
Yep.
somebody might look at that and say, oh, of course, Glasper's going to try to get buckets. But if you watch him and trying to involve his teammates, it says a lot about that kid.
No, I think so. And you know, every year his role has evolved. Derek, you've watched him firsthand, and every year it's evolved. And what I mean by evolve are those little things that, you know, maybe a year ago or so, he's pulling up from the Maverick. Early in the game tonight, we talked about let's get inside-out looks where the ball is entered and then kicked back out. And he passed up a couple that he may not have done, you know, even 2 weeks ago. But just his progression as a player, obviously, you know, he's got a skill set that, you know, is unmatched. He can knock down shots. The deeper he gets, the better he is, in my opinion. But him just being a playmaker and understanding that we're going to rely on him, we need him. But, you know, maybe deferring sometimes the ball handling to somebody else. But, yeah, he's got a skill set that's pretty sweet.
A couple more guys I want to talk about real quick.
Yeah.
Ornette Gaines is in a position in this game where he's got a physical superiority over whoever's guarding him.
Yeah.
Oftentimes you see a kid getting that and they press and they try to put up a bunch of shots because they know I got a chance to go for 30 tonight.
Right.
I thought his inside-out looks were fantastic.
No question. I know we made one. He made the other right play early where he threw we entered it to him on the post. They doubled down. He threw the skip to maybe Mason or somebody on the backside. I don't remember if we made that shot, but I agree. His looks of being able to draw another defender and being able to make the right pass. He's a good passer. You know, to have a point forward is what we really call him. I'm old school, you're old school. You know, you refer to him as like a Grant Hill type, or, you know, Kobe loved that spot down there where you can make plays. It doesn't necessarily have to be a scoring spot, but it's a playmaking spot. And, you know, he's going to have a mismatch on a lot of nights.
So another guy that I saw that I thought made some noteworthy plays was a guy that I thought was pressing early in the game. I saw him press the other night at Rogers, and that's Jack Irk. And I think Jack has been coming back from injury, and he's felt like, look, this whole new team dynamic's a little different than what he was used to.
Yeah.
I think he probably came in with the mentality of, I'm going to be the guy at the one. And I thought tonight he started off pressing again, and then he hit a three, and all of a sudden he gets 3 loose balls. He steals one directly from a guy, and all of a sudden you start seeing a little bit of 2021 Jack.
There's no doubt. And, you know, it's tough when you see a kid go through what he's gone through. You know, he didn't really know what was wrong with him. They were flying him to Chicago and different places, trying to figure out what was wrong with him. And I think not just the physical part of it bothering him and having a mass on your collarbone, but just the mental part of, I got to be there for my team. It's my last run. I'm a senior. I'm expecting to have a huge year. And then the setbacks, he kept getting news that wasn't bad news or good news. It was just, we don't know. And so to see him struggle through that, to see him just keep the right frame of mind, you want a kid to have success. And, you know, I felt like Jack is finally, we're getting the old Jack back.
Yeah, it looked good tonight. Anything else you want to say to the folks back home? Anything else? What was the best Christmas gift you got to give somebody this Christmas?
I tell you, the biggest thing, Derek, is having my whole family home. You know, my kids are all over the place, and to have those 3 or 4 days, whatever we had, it seemed like, you know, forever, because we were doing something every single day. But just to have everybody there was a gift for me. And you know, now everybody back home that's listening, you know, we got a big one Friday, and you know, our kids, I would say this as a coach coming into tonight, you worry in your mind of, are we looking past Southside, looking forward to something else? In this league, you can't do that. You got to take care of business, which we did. And now the next step is we got the Bentonville Tigers coming in Friday, and you know, we got to be at our best to beat them. We respect them. We know what they have on the floor. They're returning conference champs. But
regular season,
we'll have our kids ready to play.
All right, well, Coach, thanks for joining us. Looking forward to that game Friday night. That'll be a great one. I'll make sure I get to go. Maybe Pat will let me put a headphone on with him during that, and we can have a little another conversation after a win.
I'd love to do that. Enjoyed this, Derek.
All right, well, you've been listening to Fayetteville High School Bulldog basketball, and Pat's going to probably sign us off.
The final score here from Maverick Arena in the boys 6A West matchup, 61-39. Derek will be joining me on Friday. We'll make a note of that. He will be in the studio or in the dog pound with myself on Friday. So be sure to tune in. Now we'll get you set up. 5:30 on Friday. girls pregame show, followed by tip-off at 6 p.m. Immediately after the girls game, we'll go right into the boys pregame show, and at 7:30, you know what time it is. It's going to be time to get it on. Fayetteville, Bentonville, from the Dog Pound on Friday night. Once again, tonight's broadcast was brought to you by Lindsay & Associates with an office location in Fayetteville, an office location also too in Rogers. It was also brought to you by Storms Orthodontics. They have a location in Springdale, location in Fayetteville, and a location in Siloam Springs. For my producer, Demetrius Johnson, my right-hand guy, and he will be here Friday, Mr. Derek Yoakley, to myself. Guys, have a blessed evening. Be safe. There's COVID out there. Take care of yourself. Once again, 61-39 Bulldogs. You've been watching Bulldog Basketball on the Hill Media TV. Good night, everybody. You know them last words. Let's get it.
75-39, I think. Yeah.
75-37. Yeah. I said it wrong. I should have looked down there. They killed. They played good.